Most will be aware by now that Oleksandr Usyk will no longer be facing Carlos Takam on May 25th because of a bicep injury. Now, I don't think this thing is real serious. I don't believe he's due for surgery, but he's done something to his arm there, and it may be the result of lifting weights, because I saw he's incorporated some kind of heavy lifting into his regular training regime. Even if you don't injure yourself through the actual lifting of weights, when you throw it in to any kind of training regime, you just up the likelihood very much of sustaining an injury. I think he's still going to be due to face Takam. I think they're going to reschedule for August. So that fight should still be going ahead. But the problem is, this means that Usyk isn't going to be fighting any more than once in 2019, which is a shame, and it's a reoccurring theme with fighters these days. You have an injury, and it doesn't even have to be a serious one. This one doesn't seem to be serious, but it still puts things back by months. So it's a bit of a shame. Having said that, I can see Usyk facing Joshua before either Wilder or Fury does. He has that mindset, I think, where he's after greatness a bit more than those other guys, as well as the money. We've got Wilder and Fury, who should be having their rematch early next year. Very rough, nothing penciled in yet. But I could still see those guys posturing and it falling apart. Fury's said something recently about 3 more fights, then I'm done. You never know where his head's at. And Joshua likes the idea of an Usyk fight. He's sort of buttered it up a couple of times already in interviews, saying, yeah, the undisputed cruiserweight champ against unified heavyweight champ. And I think he feels, because of that size difference and power difference, he can have a spectacular victory without getting into too much bother. And with Usyk just being injured now, and he's 32, he knows these opportunities can slip through his fingers. I think Wilder and Fury have more flexibility. They just seem to be able to talk smack all the time and get by with it. I don't think Usyk operates like that. I think he's got a plan to get into the heavyweight division, have quick, meaningful fights, which a debut against Takam shows, and then be done with it. What do you think? Do you think that's jumping the gun a little bit? Or could you actually see Usyk take on Joshua before Fury and Wilder do?